Hi guys, it's SJ and little Skylar is here. I've got to say, when people used to say that their cats were like distressing or kind of jumpy, that's exactly the kind of cat she is. But she's just chilling. So I thought, oh, cuteness. She's going to be sweet now. And you're all go, what is she like? She's only 6 months, I guess that's why. But so I wanted to catch up about a summer reset. So I'm going to do a summer reset. I've been writing down my goals and I've been having a really reflective time because I feel like summer holidays are just around the corner. If you've got any kids in school or if your kids starting in September, it's crazy, isn't it? Like my littlest started reception in September and it's nearly the end of the year, and my oldest started secondary. I have to update you on secondary. Let me know if you're already anxious about it because it has been interesting, let's just say. But I wanted to sit down over the last few weeks, taking a bit of a step back. You know, it's been a really weird year. Like I think I can't even remember much of the end of last year. It's just like one massive black hole in my memory, which is really, really bad. But I was going to catch up and think I'm going to reset. I'm going to go through all my priorities, all my goals, get some goals down, and then come back to them kind of like month on month. And it's going to be obviously a very normal way of following your growth and getting some growth. And also, if you're like me, being through a period where you just feel a bit lost, like not sure what to do next for whatever reasons, it's a really useful thing to do. And I hope that you will like some of these ideas as well. So I'll take you through them. I'm going to show you some favourites and stuff through it as well, some new stuff in my wardrobe, some things that I'm doing. So yeah, there's lots in here. So the first thing I did was personal. The first one is to socialise more with women and not for that to be like around alcohol or nights out, because that's always kind of the default, but I'm trying to get some more daytime fun women stuff in my life because I'm so awful when your kids start school. I shouldn't say that. For me it's been really tough because most of my mum friends are still at playgroup and I'm like, who's around? But I have sort of found a little tribe and we're kind of getting together, and there's obviously loads of social stuff still with the school mums, all happens from 3, so also sort of embracing that. I think I've kind of been a little bit like, oh, but thinking like when I say bye to the kids, I go enjoy your morning because I'm trying to remind myself that after school is still a whole chunk of time for us to connect and do fun stuff. But I've booked in some things. I've booked in like a summer solstice day retreat thing with a friend of mine. We're going to go and do like mindfulness and the sound bath, and I love all that stuff. So that'll be really good. There's just little things that make me feel really happy that are like booked into my calendar, and I think that finding those people and having something at least twice a week that I'm doing that's sociable. Like I wouldn't expect my kid to go a week without hanging out with people their own age, but I feel like lately I've had too much me time. To be frank, I've been at home alone and not really sure what to do with myself with everything going on, so that's really good. And then I'm also just starting a really healthy month. I had such a weird realisation that, you know, it really does start with your mind, how you feel about how you look and everything like that. So really working inside out, and I've had a few sort of like feeling just neglecting how I am, how I look, how I chat, how I dress, everything lately. So I'm actually working with Teamy Blends, and that's been a real godsend for me for the past few weeks because they do the beautiful vegan protein drink that I've been having, and I love it, and I feel so much more nourished, got so much more energy from having that. But they also do the most amazing skincare. I can't wait to show you. I swear it has Benjamin Buttoned my hands. My hands, it's not for your hands, but obviously you rub it in your hands, and I'm like, my hands look back to almost pre-pandemic. They were so bad after the pandemic, and my skin, I just had such bumpy skin, really, really dry, really dark bags, and how I was feeling was so much like I just could not wear no makeup. Like an impossibility just to have no makeup on, which is not good for summer. But then also if I was doing my makeup, it felt really, really cakey and just kind of stuck on this sort of bad skin. So I've been using the vitamin C serum. I absolutely love it. I've been using it morning and night. I'm going to show it to you now. And I've been using this amazing face mask that you put it on and it changes colour for all your blackheads. And I love that. I love a blackhead. I was thinking back, sometimes I literally, who was I talking about this? A mum at a party, about when Freddie had nits. Like Freddie, who's now 12, had nits in like reception, and it's still one of the best experiences of my life. Just I had Nitco, getting them all out. None of the kids have ever had it since, and I enjoyed it. I was there for it. So yeah, blackheads are my thing. So I adore this brand, Teamy. I really encourage you to go onto their website and check them out because it's vegan, cruelty-free, which is really, really important to me. And they've got this really cool female founder over in America that she basically invents the products that she wished existed. So she finds out what she would want and then works back from it. And I think we must be very similar because we seem to want all the same things. So this detox mask, it just feels really good. So I have been finding putting this on at night time, like in my evening bath. Oh my God, it feels so good. God, that applicator's brilliant. Why have I not been using this? I wanted to keep it nice so I could show it to you nice and not all gunky, but actually I think that'll wash straight off. The greenness comes from matcha tea. You can smell it. So the whole brand, Teamy, is all little benefits of tea, which is super cool. It's also got lemongrass in it, which is one of my favourite ingredients actually to eat. So you can literally see like every pore opening up. It's so satisfying to see somebody take off a face mask, isn't it? Oh, look. So my skin just feels incredible. All the bumps feel so much smoother. It just feels like I've had it all kind of sucked out. So then I'm going to show you this amazing vitamin C tea infused serum. So this has hibiscus flower, which is used in both tea and skincare for many, many years. It also has hyaluronic acid in it, and it really makes your skin so much tighter and so much plumper. I actually feel like I've got a really healthy glow when I've been using this, and this is what I feel has changed my hands as well. It's such a gorgeous colour as well. I think that's the hibiscus flower. So it's super high in antioxidants and protective qualities for your skin. I just rub this in, it goes in so nice. This is what I do around my hands. And it's instantly so hydrated. And it has a bit of a shimmer to my skin as soon as I add this on. So you could really go out with just a tiny bit of concealer then around your points where you need it. That's all I've been wearing. So I'm so thrilled with it. And there's, as I said, 20% off for you guys. So do get into it. If you want to add something new to your skincare regime, you can't go wrong with Teamy. The whole ethos, the whole brand is absolutely amazing. There's so much on their website, so go ahead and use the code, which I will link below. And then I've been setting myself some work goals. So I work for myself from home. I run the Baby Name Consultancy and I do YouTube. And I do a few other little projects as well, but it's a consultancy back from the ad agency days, and I've always got like a million and one projects going on. I can't help myself. But I was like, what am I going to do long term with work? Like, am I going to go back into advertising properly? And I was like, no, I really don't want to. I want to have another thing, another string to my bow, another thing that I'm doing that, will get me maybe out of the house or just give me something that I'm really working towards, because I love the bit where you're working towards something. So I'm definitely going for this play therapy course. I've been banging on about it. I was going to start it in March and just lost my confidence in being able to do a course. I just thought, I've not got the brain space. Sometimes I can't even get out of bed, and I'm caring for somebody with cancer. That comes first, drop everything. But then I thought, that's the beauty of the course. Actually, my sister was like, you've got to do that course. Like, you've got to do it. It's like what you're made to do. And I want to work, even some of the elements are like, bereavement and play with older children. I just get frustrated that all play is focused on like preschool, as if like, well, when you're 8 and 12, you don't want to play anymore. My kids want to play. I want to play with them. And I want the play to be kind of therapeutic, like something that's really connecting, something that's really helping them with any school worries and stuff. So that's what the course is all about. So I'm going to start it. I'm definitely going to do it. I'm putting it out there to you guys. And what I want to do with these videos is come back and see, have I started it? Have I given it a go? Because I don't need to do it and think I have to finish it within 5 months. It could take me 12 and that would be all right. It's just getting going. And then the other thing of myself, this is a silly thing, maybe it's not a silly thing, is grasping my big opportunities and being proud and happy about them. Because I think sometimes things happen, I'm just kind of like the sort of person that's like, oh, fine, and I sort of just chuck it aside, or I push it down, and I don't really recognise and take the time to celebrate when something really good's happened. So we've got some really big opportunities coming up with the podcast and stuff that are really, really exciting. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to mention it. And then I was like, no, I am. I'm going to tell my friends that all this stuff's going on and be proud of things that I'm doing. And I think a lot of us are like that. So that's one of my things to try and do, is just to try to embrace things. And it'll be fun. So those are my goals. For work, that's quite a lot of goals. When it comes to family, the first thing is I need to plan. So I'm planning the whole summer holidays. The kids get 6 weeks off here and we want to spend the whole time, me and my sister, together with the kids, because the guys will be working off and on, Lee and Henrik. So we're spending some time, all of us, the 4 of us and the 5 kids, over in Sweden. They're coming with us and we've booked the most cool hotel in Stockholm. I can't wait to share it with you. I'll share it when I'm there in case it's really naff, but it looks so trendy. It's got things like hammocks up on the roof that you can lie on and do like, you listen to like meditation and stuff, I know. But it looks cool, I swear. Something a little bit different. You can rent bikes and like ride around the city and things. So I think it would be nice, peaceful, relaxing for my sister. That's fine. But yeah, I'm just mad. I do just like weird things like that. So it looks really trendy, and then we will go down to the lake house and just live down there off grid for a little while, and then Henrik and I will stay a little longer and go to the coast, but they need to get back. So then we need to plan the whole 6 weeks. So I'd love your suggestions of great UK holidays, little holiday houses you found, anything like that where we could go potentially with the kids, because that's what we're after, a kind of UK based retreat feel by the sea, kids, you know, happy, that type of thing. That's going to be our 6 weeks. And the other stuff for family is reading. Got to get on with this. So obviously Evelina does reading and I read to her. But the boys are never been big readers and I struggled to get them to read. And I have found some good books. So the one called The Wild Robot. So this is one of my favourites. Is absolutely brilliant. Freddie got so into it. He read both. There's a second one as well, and it's about a robot who basically wakes up in a forest and has to discover that she's a robot and all this stuff, how she's different. I haven't read it. Freddie read it and Finn read it as well. So I will read it actually. I do like to read the books that they read and sort of do it like a bit of a, you know, chance to connect with my children. But then I also read Bliss and Sorrow, and it is one of the best books I've read in about 5 years. It's going to go as my, like, one of my #1 favourite books of all time. I loved it. It's funny, and I never find books funny, or I never find funny books, maybe because I only read crime. Maybe that's true. But it's literally laugh out loud funny. There's 2 sisters and I find them hilarious together. Loads of like in-jokes, but you just, the way they chat to each other just reminds me of me and my sister, or me and my best friend. So I really enjoyed it. It does have mental health topic, if that's going to trigger you, a bit about depression and other mental health, but I found it well written about, not kind of diminished or not overdone. It was really funny the way that she did it actually. I love it. If you've read it, we can talk about it later. Read it, and then we'll talk about it next month when I do this. So that's one. And then my last one is to just have some more one-to-one time with Freddie, my eldest. I want to chat, I wonder if you'd be interested in a video about starting secondary, what I've learned, what I would do. Again, differently. It's very difficult because he's his own person now, so it's his choices. He's very independent. He does his homework. He gets himself to school. He chooses his lunch. You know, it's all very independent, as it should be, which is the great thing about it. That is the one thing I really, really love. But it's just been very different. The worries that he has is different, and the worries I have are different, and the preparation's different, and it's crazy, and it's weird, and it's sort of triggering because you go back to your own school life so much more than you do for juniors. It's really odd. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested about secondary, because I remember I started worrying about it basically from reception. Loads of reception mum ask me about it. So that's been happening, but I just want to spend some one-to-one time with him. I want us to find our little thing. Like him and Henrik always play football. He's a bit of a daddy's boy, you know, which is perfect, is great. Good timing for boys of that age to get like a really good male mentor, and obviously I'm mummy. But I would just love us to have something to do together. Maybe paddle boarding, I was thinking. Him, not me. I might kayak along next to him. I'm terrible at balancing. But maybe something like that. So let me know, what did you do in your teen years that helped you feel like really connected with your parents? Me and my mum used to sometimes go to aerobics together, but I don't feel like it was like our bonding time. I just can't remember. I feel like it was a very lonely time in my life. But yeah, I was just so into my friends, I guess you just don't remember it, but obviously I did have a very good time, but I can't remember what we were doing. I remember the holidays, maybe that's the sort of thing. But yeah, let me know ideas. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to write one-to-one ideas down, so this time next month when I come back at the end of summer, I'll have done some of these goals and achieved some of these things. I hope it's been sort of food for thought. Just want to catch up really on stuff and give you some thoughts on what I'm doing, if any of it kind of matches up with what you want to do as well. So I'm going to have to think about something spontaneous and fun to go and do with myself, because I want to do something spontaneous and different every single day. Yes. think I've got a plan. Come with. So me and Finn have come down to the river to chillax after school and get ourselves an ice cream. I've brought my book. Freddie is here as well. Do you remember doing this arts club when you were little?
Yeah, we got a pizza.
Got what? Oh, paint set, yeah. I thought you said pizza. Good?
Better than vanilla.
Nice, isn't it? I'm going to start my new book, You Be Mother, while you guys have your ice cream. Thank you for watching. I feel embarrassed vlogging in front of Freddie. He's the expert. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to read my book. We're going to chill out here for a little bit. Evelyn is actually just doing her little art club. So it's just nice to be outside and actually fit something into the routine that I can relax, the boys can relax, and she gets to do something creative. So it's all perfect. I will see you very soon. Let me know any ideas you have for any of my goals in the comment section below. Don't forget about the Teamy Blend code. You can get 20% off all their products. I really recommend that you do it. Get your sun and skin feeling fab, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.